Is university shit for you right now? Why or why not?
Uni's great on the whole. Obviously, things are tough in terms of cost of living. I think that's a fair thing to say. It's just frustrating when the small things, and in particular things like food and whatnot, are a bit more expensive than usual.
Are you working as well?
Yes, so I work 3 days on the side as well.
Are you renting in Sydney?
No, actually, I'm still living with my parents. And part of that would obviously be due to the cost of moving out.
Do you know how much your degree is as well?
I think by the time I finish, it'll be almost 100 grand, which is a lot of money.
The cost of living in Sydney is pretty high.
And do you work a job as well?
I do a casual.
And does it kind of like sustain the way that you're living right now if you're renting or not?
Not really can cover every cost that I need to have because I think price in Sydney, including like transportation, food, are quite expensive.
As an international student, do you know how much money you're paying for your degree at all?
50,000 per year.
What's your living situation right now?
I'm staying in a house owned by my parents.
It's kind of shit just because having to balance everything outside of university as well as inside of university is what's most tough, I think. Like having to work a part-time job, pay the rent, pay my bills and come to uni and do, a higher study load. It forced me actually to sort of drop down to 1 unit this semester just because of how much pressure there is around it.
How much are you paying for rent?
So I'm in a share house in the inner west. Collectively we pay about $16.80 a fortnight. So it ends up being about $500 for me a fortnight.
You mentioned working part-time. What's your job?
I actually work in retail.
Is that kind of like helping you sustain and pay rent?
It is, but it's like a massive time commitment in my week. So it detracts from my studies a lot. I don't qualify for youth allowance because obviously I'm not over 22. And if your parents earn over a certain amount, you're completely unable to access welfare payments, which sucks.
I'd say it's pretty shit right now, yeah.
Are you renting as well? Do you kind of like work a job at the moment to kind of sustain yourself?
So I do live alone. It's not uni accommodation, but it's like a hostel. I don't have a job right now because my parents are paying for my rent.
I'm actually living with my family right now still. I don't see any possible outcomes of living rent unless I get a job and support my family, then that's possible. But by myself, no way.
Are you working right now?
I am working a few different jobs.
How are your jobs sustaining your lifestyle?
I mean, I stay dressed in fly shit all the time, so that's still there for sure. You really got to hustle and work like way too much for any regular human to attain just a regular lifestyle, and to try to extend beyond that, it's tough.